Land of Dawn. As you can
Here
see
we
here,
are.
this is the base. This is where people spawn in the game.
Okay, and then where are we going now?
Well, we're going
turret.
to the top lane.
What's the name of the creep there?
What?
What's the name of the creep?
Which creep?
That creep.
This is the Barong.
Saved by the bell. Into the game here. 30 seconds has elapsed. We are going to see whether or not Sans goes for the normal build or his special build. Game number 2 of this best of this series between Onic as well as Geekfam.
I'm gonna be careful and take a look at Boots' emblem, man. It's a quantum charge, not a Brave Smite. So in the lane, less sustained, but afterwards, he's gonna be a menace just chasing down the backline. As Onic can secure the lethal right there, already a small victory that usually does add up. And you can see the clear battle has begun. And I do think Vexana is just top tier in that department.
And looking at the other side, right? A boy on the Nana goes for the flicker. So despite all the CC coming in from Onic, he's still confident enough to go in for that spell, but Hazel's confident in this.
Oh, nom nom nom. Detonates welcome Hazel. First blood picked up by Samsung Galaxy. What a great gank there.
Great awareness from Hazel to just hold on and channel that ultimate. Wait for Boots to really use all his cards and then go in. Kyrie though trying and counter with the aggression, but nothing really big happening just yet. Looking at the mid lane, both taking magic penetration Boots. They're trying to get for some early damage here. Might be contesting for this turtle. I do think it does favor Onic though. Geek might want to be a bit careful here.
I think it comes down to that level 4 power spike, right? Boots is a bit behind Kyrie though. A good gang into the Petrified Furious dive, but Luke is still able to actually flicker out. Did he get the tough boots already? Yeah, he did. Wow. Super fast tough boots to get out of that position of the CC.
But here we are, both of the junglers going to be getting their eyes on the next neutral objective. Turtle, half health.
Black Dragon form into the back, no Petrified for Boots. He is doing a good job at zoning, and my goodness, Sanchez the lead Beloyski, but Kyrie is very, very low. Has to reset the turtle. It's a nom-nom up with the Detonate's welcome, but Keyboy gets spat out now with the power of nature. He wants to go for a big smack onto Hazel, a wall as well. And the tree wins out against the dinosaur.
Beautiful execution by Onic there. Going to be able to zone out the members of Geekfam as well as get Hazel out.
For a decent amount of sustain, so trying to get some movement speed and a mix of sustain at the same time.
Walled, oh my god, not just walled. Beloyski got deleted. That's a whole lot of burst, man. Oh my god. Did not expect that damage.
You know what? Yeah, I was about to say, I think Sans is going for the cooldown build because we took a look at the emblems and it wasn't Wilderness Blessing as the second sub emblem, and then you saw just now that he picked up the Enchanted Talisman. So Vexana Sans special.
We'll see if he goes to the fleeting time, because sometimes they go for the Enchanted Talisman into a glowing one. That's a popular build that a lot of players in the MPL, especially MPL ID, has been building so far. So we'll see if he builds through with that. But for now, Onic has a lot of damage, a lot of crowd control, and sometimes we barely get to finish our sentences before someone from Geekfam gets sniped out. Especially now that their roamer doesn't really have an escape tool, they have to be very careful here, especially walking towards the bushes.
Okay, let's take a look at the players' gold here. CW still number 1 on the charts, followed by Sans. Chadera a bit behind in that lane. That was supposedly a winning lane for the carry.
Almost like CW just learned from game number 1, and now he knows, okay, I can't win in trades, maybe I'll farm somewhere else, I do something different, and he's really working well in this second game as the turtle spawns. Once again, Onic try and control, but look at the flank coming from Beloyski here, puts Onic in a weird spot.
Look at the burst down though, Boy's already super low, and Boots is flying on the way to him under the turret as well. Has the passive, gets up, but Kyrie wins out in the retreat battle. Beloyski, what 1v4 in the mid lane, no follow-up. There is a wild charge, oh no! The Nana gets deleted under the turret, and now it might be even more bleak as Luke is forced to flicker out. Another burst damage coming down from CW, but he's still able to sustain out with the Brave Smite. My lord, Onic just takes control of the situation with every single small mistake the Geekfam makes.
Darren needs to be careful there in the bottom lane for a rotation, but can you imagine the physics of the wild charge maneuvering? Okay, successful.
Let's go with that, maneuver.
As he was on the Martis in the first game. But look at this, Kyrie looking to punish Beloyski.
Oh no, he's already died 3 times the final slash, and he just gets bopped by Sans. 4th death this game. Ranger Amas in the Indo desk would usually be saying, "What are you doing, Baloy?"
I mean, it's brutal, right? 6 minutes, they want to go for 50-50. They're already, what, 4K behind? And obviously, Hazel is behind on levels as well against Kyrie. I guess that's something great, but...
A failed attempt of an initiation. Beloyski with a flicker, final slash earlier, not connecting CW now. Just chunking damage. Beloy very low. Luke doing the same thing right now, trying to run away, but Boots catches him, finds the passive. Daytona's welcome into the mouth, but now it's Hazel. It's called the wild charge with a flicker to the back. Finds a boy. Flickers back to safety, and now it's Chidera who's forced to run away. Sans wants to get that Terrify down. He finds the Terrify. No Eternal Guard, just a bit more poke, and Chidera will be able to walk out of this, but the turrets in the mid lane certainly won't be able to.
2-4-0 trade, a turret taken down. Onic getting everything that they asked for here in game number 2, and it's not necessarily them going out of their way. It's the counter-engage that they've been able to successfully do against Geekfam's failed attempts time and time again.
They just have more options, right? If they fail their engage, they have chances to do something else, just like that. But even if it works, then great. If it doesn't work, they have the Wild Charge, they have the Black Dragon form, so a lot of flexibility in how they approach these fights. And you can see a boy just struggling, man. We thought this Nana pick was going to be big with the Molina, with the crowd control, but he is struggling to figure out when and where he's supposed to use these spells.
And according to the game fun fact, if Geekfam actually lose this, they're gonna still... Nana is still gonna be sitting at a 0% win rate.
For all that damage, all the burst, knowing that for the most part, he's not targeting the front lines, right? CW has that on lock. He's targeting the back lines. He's trying to get that burst damage to help with the pick-off potential, with the threat. So, Lightning Truncheon it is. And Geek are just stuck turtling, even though honestly, they don't really have the best of high ground wave here either. So they are just stuck waiting for a chance. Onic just is not giving to them.
So still respectful. No fleeting time.
Nope.
From Sans.
Not yet, at least.
Not yet, at least.
Right as their momentum got derailed in game 1, it almost feels like they completely lost like their mental game, man. Game 2, it just feels like a stomp, and it feels like maybe they're tilted again. Luke, I think, has missed more offenders than he has hit this game so far. Beloy, the one big brain play could save them. It did get Sans, and oh my god, a boy with a flicker forward. 0-5-0. Beloy.
Is he waiting for that buff? We'll have to see, man.
0-10 power spike.
But a boy, man, that's a lot of damage on the Nana. That's why it's somewhat valid, and Sans just wasn't ready right there. Now without the Vexana, will Onic still try and make something happen? It is possible, it's just a lot risky, but they back away.
Yeah, that's going to be the Lord cleared out here by Geekfam with minor casualties.
But since Onic has the Grok, right, he can just walk through it and ignore it. So it's almost like one extra tool denied from Geek. And you can see a boy as Luke and Beloyski just look for a chance to try and start a fight properly, right? Without paying the price of a huge counter engage or half an HP bar, for instance.
This is so risky. Here we go.
Well, charged Luke, gonna be knocked up and terrified down. Sans bursts him out, and even Beloyski follows through his 6th death in this game right now as Boots is just zoning a boy in Chidera, isolating the dinosaur. No, they're already extinct, and still they want to take him out. A killing spree for Kyrie. 3-0 in the trade.
And there's absolutely no way that Geekfam can go for a contest on this. I mean, it was already looking bleak to begin with. Hazel 2 levels behind of Kyrie, but Onic had to pull that out. Behind the engage that Keyboy was able to make. That's going to be a free Lord for Onic in the 13th, 14th minute of the game.
A clean engage. He didn't even use the flicker there. I thought it was going to be an attempt towards the backline, but no, he just thought, if I can get 2 members, just 2 members, I can make sure that the fight does break out and we can get at least a pick-off. And I think that he went for it so suddenly, so urgently, because the wave was pushing on the top side. Onic did lose a turret, but off the back of that sequence of plays, they have made it completely worth it.
I think range is a little bit of a problem for Nana, especially going against these heavy engage heroes like Keyboy on the Grok, so that's difficult. I mean, look at that, a boy half health.
Beloyski though finds Sans, brought him back all the way. Now a few shots from the Nana. He's actually very low, but he's still able to maneuver out of it. Concealed now by Geek. over to that bottom lane, trying to deal with this Lord that has charged in. It's a great defense from Geekfam, still staying in this game. Another wave to deal with though now as Onic marches forward again, this time with the Black Dragon form. They've already utilized a lot of their resources, Geekfam. Luke still on cooldown, but now finally getting it back with that Ammo Fender that he missed earlier on CW. And it's still Geekfam actually doing a very good job at clearing. Well played to the Geeks.
Well, now it
Makes it even worse by picking up Blood Wings on top of all that damage already.
They have to wait for a big combo with the Nana, but look at Boots, man, just trying to zone. But even then, the waves gets cleared so fast.
Oh, defensive wild charge from Onic. I think it's a good point that you made. They need to find a window, but right now they're locked up in their base. It's almost like a prison cell, and there are no windows in a prison cell.
I wouldn't know.
Does that mean I should, like...
Interesting, Mirko. What kind of experience do you have?
I've never been to prison, but I've watched movies, man.
I see. That's a
I thought
great
there were
point.
like small windows in prisons.
Not
Yeah, and I wouldn't
outside.
know. I wouldn't know. But anyway, still a 12K
He's not a
gold
convict,
lead.
guys.
I am not. Arashi is also not.
What do you... Wait.
That would be weird.
I feel left out here. What do you mean? You guys aren't. Am I a convict here?
Might be. The Lord now is spawning, so Onic, they crafted put Boots in a position to flank. We'll see if that pays off right here. This is what they want though. Geekfam out of the base, and now they're going for it to conceal.
Oh, boy.
Dragon form, and oh! That's a 3-man! Final slash, unable to be followed up completely, though CW gets stunned in the back, but it's not going to be enough right now as Bloisky jumps in with the vengeance right now. The transform, oh, CW's low into nature, popped in just in time. An eternal guard to peel Bloisky, falling Boots with a 2-man on that furious dive, knocks him up. Now brought back by the missiles. Chidera holding it down, terrified, and poked in that choke point. Luke is able to get the vision down, and apparently the Lord has been reset. CW's back on it though with Kyrie. 1-4-0, but Onic had lower HP bars. They have to send some of their members back again, and now it's a reset for that Lord.
Kyrie's half health here. It looks like he's getting that healing back up. 13 seconds left for Beloyski to spawn. And look at this, they're trying to blitz a Lord.
Black Dragon form now with a wild charge on the 2 members and an Eternal Guard to knock him up even longer. 2 retributions, but it's Kyrie who times it better. And in the Lord pit, it is Hazel who falls in the back. It is a boy. Chidera is forced back, dashes out to safety. Beloy pops in that conceal, and they are alone. 2 members now having to face 5 members from Onic and a Lord.
Against all odds, against the entire world here, Beloyski and Chidera, the final ones. It looks like CW is going to be able to break that inhibitor in the bottom side, but what?
A final slash, a desperate one of that as Chidera pops in over to nature. He's able to get CW low enough, the mortality, but now he gets knocked up, wall down, and that should be it. Geekfam clean swept by Onic in their rematch.
Wow. In the grand finals, it was a 4-2 MPLI 2022, 3-2 reverse sweep in both